Welcome back to English Edition. My name is Nicole King and I'm delighted to have this opportunity to catch you up on just some of the things our town council has been up to this past week. And also we'll be chatting with some international residents to find out what they've been doing so that you're really informed of what's going on behind the scenes in Marbella now. Let's start with that news. The new Ricardo Soriano Health Centre is up and running. It's opening in phases, currently offering morning appointments, and very soon it will be operating until 8 in the evening. A new facility to help make up the city's shortcomings in the healthcare provision, and it won't be the only one.
El Centro de Salud Ricardo Soriano abrió sus puertas el jueves y este lunes el presidente de la Junta de Andalucía y la alcaldesa lo han inaugurado de forma oficial. Unas instalaciones de 2.400 metros cuadrados que cuentan con 23 consultas y la última tecnología, atendiendo así a una población de 20.000 habitantes.
The staff consists of 20 professionals. 5 of them shared with the Leganito Centre, which will now be relieved of pressure thanks to this new facility. There are 23 consulting rooms which, in this first phase, will be open from 8 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. But in the short term, their opening hours will be extended until 8 in the evening, Monday to Friday.
Entre ellas una de cirugía menor y presta servicios que no estaban disponibles pues, en Leganitos como fisioterapia, que me ha sorprendido gratamente la amplia, hermosa y completa sala de fisioterapia que tienen. Ahora podrán recibirla aquí en el Ricardo Soriano. Además, el centro ha estrenado un nuevo mamógrafo que es de ultimísima generación, que hemos estado hablando precisamente de él, que se suma también a los 4 existentes en el distrito sanitario, además de un ecógrafo y un retinógrafo.
The council has carried out the refurbishment and conversion works on the centre with an investment of more than €3 million, and the regional government has provided the staff and necessary equipment. Thanks to the cooperation between the 2 administrations, the former urban planning offices, a symbol of the Gil era, have now become a modern health centre, just as the council and the Calvario Huerta Belón Neighbourhood Association has been calling for since 2018.
Lo tuvo que entregar el ayuntamiento como pago del anticipo reintegrable que se le hizo a la gestora y que desgraciadamente y durante años cerraron y que cuando quisieron ponerlo en funcionamiento subastaron por 2 ocasiones. Sabíamos el destino que desgraciadamente iba a tener este edificio, no iba a ser un servicio público, pero gracias a un cambio de gobierno, gracias a un cambio de actitud y gracias a esa colaboración que por parte del gobierno de Juanma Moreno tuvo con Marbella, hoy este edificio es servicio público.
The Mayor and the President of the regional government highlighted the changes taking place in Marbella's healthcare network. 3 years ago, the San Pedro Healthcare Centre was opened. Soon, the new building in Las Albarizas will open its doors, followed by the Las Chapas Centre, and then it will be the turn of the new facility in Nueva Andalucía. Marbella already has a major operation in place to guarantee safety during this weekend's Ironman. Hundreds of personnel are ready to act during an event of great sporting importance, but one that also has the capacity to disrupt the normal functioning of a city. This is an intense weekend for Marbella. Ironman is expected to attract some 30,000 people between today Saturday and tomorrow Sunday. This is a major sporting event that requires the deployment of a special security operation in which 60 local police officers and 175 civil protection volunteers are taking part each day, as well as firefighters, national police, Guardia Civil and emergency services.
Tenemos el CECOP, el Centro de Coordinación, que se va a establecer aquí en la Jefatura de Policía Local. Estarán disponibles, evidentemente, las cámaras de videovigilancia de las que disponemos, que todo se centraliza en la sala de mando y control, en la sala del 092 del 112 nuestro, de aquí de Jefatura de Policía Local, y el dron también.
The race is bringing together around 7,000 athletes, divided almost 50-50 between Saturday and Sunday, and between the women's and men's categories. There'll be 2 days of disruptions and traffic closures, Among them, the road up to Ojen will be closed from 7 in the morning, as will the Golden Mile in the direction of Malaga, which will reopen at 11, and these will not be the only impacts.
La milla de oro, en relación a Marbella, el tramo de la A7, hay que tener en cuenta que tanto el desvío de entrada a carretera de Ojén como la zona de Trapiche, eso va a estar cortado y se accederá por la zona más este, es decir, por el acceso del polígono industrial de Marbella.
An operation specially designed in detail, which has also taken into account the exit routes to municipalities such as Ojén, Monda, Cártama and Coín, all of which will also be affected by this event. Access to housing is an increasing concern for people, including here in Marbella. The Town Hall says it will step up its efforts and aims to end this term of office with an offer of around 1,300 protected homes under different schemes. It has just presented a capped rent development in San Pedro. The Town Hall is continuing to make progress with the various projects included in the Municipal Housing Plan. The local governing board has given the go-ahead for the execution project to build 132 capped rent homes in the southern expansion area of San Pedro Alcántara. The investment involved is more than €4.5 million.
Para esos dos edificios plurifamiliares que tendrán locales comerciales, que tendrán garajes, que tendrán trasteros y piscina.
The governing team has pointed out that there is another licence for the construction of a further 40 rental homes also in San Pedro, and that at the start of next year, a draw is planned for the 84 units currently being built, also to the south of San Pedro. But there are other proposals underway in other parts of the municipality.
Nos encontramos ahora mismo prácticamente en el ecuador de la legislatura, aún con 2 años por delante prácticamente, hablamos de 518 viviendas que están ya en trámite de salir en distintas etapas de la tramitación, pero ya siendo una realidad garantizada pues desde el momento en que ya tienen una licencia de obra.
Romero added that the Town Hall is also working on a new development of another 800 protected homes, so a more ambitious target has been set for the end of the term, from the 1,000 or so initially planned to 1,300. Even so, the governing team says it's not yet satisfied.
Habremos cumplido y habremos rebasado en un 30% ese planteamiento que hacíamos. ¿Es suficiente? No es suficiente. Seguimos teniendo un volumen muy importante de viviendas, de demandantes de vivienda de protección oficial. Tenemos en torno a 3.000 solicitudes en el registro de demandantes de vivienda y evidentemente tenemos que seguir trabajando en esta vía.
As part of its strategy to consolidate Marbella's position as a leading city for innovation, sustainability and entrepreneurship, the Economic Development Department has organised 3 events for this November. The Startup Festival will take place on the 14th and 15th, and again on the 28th and 29th of November. An event with technical mentoring, digital app development, networking and sessions of inspiration and meditation.
Va a consistir en una experiencia inmersiva de innovación donde los participantes van a poder hacer frente y trabajar, van a poder trabajar en soluciones digitales reales y hacer frente a diferentes retos de diferentes sectores empresariales.
On the weekend of 21st to 23rd November, the Marbella Startup Lab will arrive, a laboratory of ideas offering advice and support throughout the process from the moment a concept is born until it becomes a real project.
Va a ser una incubadora rápida de ideas. Durante todo un fin de semana completo van a poder participar en la creación, el prototipado y también la validación de diferentes ideas de negocio.
However, the most immediate activity will be the one taking place on the 12th of November, focused on sustainability and the carbon footprint, an event designed to raise awareness at which a documentary produced with local businesses will be shown and which has a double objective.
Poner en valor estas iniciativas que ya se están realizando, estos casos reales de éxito de implantación de sostenibilidad y de huella de carbono en empresas de Marbella, y en un segundo objetivo, en una segunda línea, promover que otros se sumen también a este comportamiento.
Both the Startup Festival and the Marbella Startup Lab will award cash prizes ranging from €250 to €3,000. The Rio Verde riverbed is looking clean and ready for the rainy season. The Town Hall has now completed works aimed at improving safety and also protecting the surrounding environment. It is worth remembering that this area has been designated a special conservation zone. The Rio Verde riverbed is now in perfect condition. The Town Hall has completed a cleaning and conservation operation that has lasted 5 months, an intervention that coincided with the summer season. Another aim was to ensure the safety of residents living nearby.
Se ha hecho un trabajo importantísimo para que descansen 1.500 familias que existen alrededor de este río, y como bien sabemos todos, se viene trabajando no solo en Río Verde, sino también en Guadaiza y también en todos los arroyos del municipio, que se limpian hasta 2 veces al año.
This natural area has been declared a special area of conservation, which is why the entire process has been carried out in line with the criteria set by the Junta de Andalucía. In short, thanks to a comprehensive approach and close cooperation between the different authorities, it has been possible to combine the removal of waste and the selective management of vegetation with guaranteeing hydraulic safety and preserving this natural enclave.
El hecho de poder actuar a lo mejor un mes al año en el río nos va a permitir que la capacidad que tenga hidráulica sea siempre la misma y que no se cierre como estaba en algunos puntos de Río Verde, completamente cerrado casi al paso del agua, ¿no?
Upstream on the Rio Verde is the La Concepción Dam, and in the coming weeks a second complementary intervention by the Junta de Andalucía will be added to the work already carried out by the Town Hall.
Una actuación aguas abajo de la presa, en unos 800 metros aproximadamente, de limpieza, despeje, de recuperación de la capacidad hidráulica del Río Verde, con el fin de, como digo, de mejorar su capacidad hidráulica y, llegado el momento, si hubiera que abrir la presa porque lloviera mucho y naturalmente la capacidad superara los límites de seguridad establecidos, pues tener el cauce del Río Verde despejado y que no haya problemas de inundabilidad.
The tender budget represents an investment of €60,000. Several hundred secondary school students from across the city have taken part in a day of activities called Shared Successes, focused on artificial intelligence and technology. The aim is to encourage entrepreneurship among young people and to make them aware of what they can achieve with the right tools. The Mayor didn't want to miss the occasion. 330 students from 5 schools, Guadaiza, Salduba, Victoria Kent, Nueva Andalucía and Vega del Mar, attended the Shared Successes event, which puts the finishing touches to the Entrepreneurship Campus held last July. The School for Young Entrepreneurs, in collaboration with the Town Hall, organised this meeting aimed at promoting an entrepreneurial mindset by connecting them with leading figures from the worlds of technology, business and artificial intelligence, including writer and communicator Alejandro Ruiz, businesswoman Lorena Gutiérrez and artist Víctor Marín.
Lo que me inspira como empresaria desde muy joven, con 20 años, ha sido inspirar a otras personas y crear tejido social en cada uno de los proyectos en los que inicio y termino.
A mí lo que me fascina es no solamente crear, sino sobre todo los retos, ¿no? Muchas veces, lo que siempre digo, de los grandes retos es donde nacen las grandes ideas. Y sobre todo, una cosa súper primordial es crear siempre con pasión.
Behind each of these names, there is inspiring work that provides the best possible example for young people. They will be the ones to lead the changes, shaping a future that is constantly evolving. Being efficient, competitive and creative, making the most of the opportunities offered by artificial intelligence without losing sight of their own unique identity is what will help them achieve their goals.
Tenéis mucho talento, mucho, que nadie os diga que no lo tenéis, porque tenéis mucho. Yo estoy súper orgullosa, perdona, Súper orgullosa del equipo de chicos que hemos tenido hoy aquí.
Training and motivation are two other key ingredients for growing both professionally and personally, in the face of a future that, as they were reminded, will not wait.
Aprovechar a tope todas las posibilidades, todas las oportunidades que os lleguen, seguid formándoos, rodearos de gente que os inspire, que de verdad os sume y no tengáis miedo a soñar, que soñar en grande es lo que os hace seguir creciendo.
The message is not to be afraid to dream or to make mistakes because, as they say at the School for Young Entrepreneurs, it is one of the best ways to learn. Considered the most important tourism fair in the world, London brought the world travel market to a close. British tourists are also the most regular visitors to the Costa del Sol in general and to Marbella in particular. That's why this event, at which the city held dozens of working meetings, is so important. These are the impressions coming out of London. Marbella took part in the World Travel Market in London, which ended this past Thursday, with more than 40 professional meetings to consolidate the destination's leadership in the British market, which remains our main source of foreign visitors. At this tourism fair, the growing demand for travel outside the peak season was confirmed, as well as the dynamism and loyalty of this market. For the city, British nationals are key, both as visitors and as owners of second homes.
Cuando hablamos de 120.000, 140.000 visitantes en establecimientos hoteleros, estamos dando simplemente una pincelada de la totalidad de visitantes que llegan a la ciudad a lo largo del año, a esas segundas residencias que también tienen, o a esas casas de amigos. Ya no vamos a hablar ni siquiera de vivienda turística, que también, pero a ese británico fiel cada año a su visita a Marbella.
Once again, the town hall went to London alongside Costa del Sol Tourism, with a stand of more than 500 square metres. In fact, as well as its own schedule of meetings with tour operators, agencies and other industry professionals, there was intense institutional activity and close cooperation with the rest of the Costa del Sol.
Ya tuvimos la presentación en Oxford Street de las pantallas que por parte de Costa del Sol de Patronato de Turismo pues han hecho en uno de los edificios en Flannel, que es un gran centro comercial donde están todo lleno de pantallas y Marbella tiene bastante visibilidad.
The Marbella delegation extended its stay in London until Friday to take part in events organised by the Spanish Luxury Association, with which it has a close relationship, working in a market directly connected to the Marbella brand. Senior officers from the local police met last Thursday to improve coordination across several areas of work. The possible expansion of the CCTV system and tighter enforcement of different municipal bylaws were both on the agenda. In addition, the San Pedro Alcántara office will extend its public opening hours. An intense meeting of local police commanders has focused on a wide range of security issues. Procedural matters were discussed, such as the completion of the internal promotion process, as well as another procedure to fill 24 new posts for officers due to be completed in February, and the upcoming incorporation of 4 inspectors who are already in the final phase of their training at the police academy. Also on the table were issues involving other administrations, such as the CCTV system, which is periodically reviewed with the central government subdelegation in order to assess possible relocation or, if necessary, an increase in the number of cameras.
Hay que hacer una auditoría, hay que volver a revisarlo todo por si nos interesa, si no nos interesa, si hay que poner una nueva, si hay una zona, como tú bien dices, que no, en donde no había y interesa que esté, o incluso la que está, colocarla de una mejor manera, que hemos detectado que a lo mejor se queda alguna zona muerta, alguna sombra que se puede solventar.
With regard to mobility, the police will step up checks on the use of the cards that allow free travel on the urban bus service, after detecting fraudulent use by some passengers.
Se ha detectado que se duplican. Ejemplo, yo pierdo la tarjeta, pido una nueva y te la doy a ti. La utilizas tú y la utilizo yo. Entonces hay 2 personas utilizando la misma tarjeta. Eso se ha detectado hace ya tiempo y ya se han hecho anteriormente controles y se ha vigilado con los mismos inspectores de la empresa, pero vamos a incrementar vamos a reforzar esa vigilancia para evitar que se produzca este tipo de hechos.
The meeting also served to plan the upcoming Christmas campaign and the usual traffic controls, both those carried out by the force itself and jointly with the Directorate General for Traffic. There will also be increased monitoring of so-called personal mobility vehicles, in other words, e-scooters.
Y es verdad que este año que entra, los vehículos de movilidad personal tienen la obligatoriedad de tener seguro obligatorio, el SOA. En este sentido, se va a reforzar esa vigilancia.
In San Pedro, the Citizen Service Office will extend its opening hours, both morning and afternoon, and special attention will be paid to clamping down on illegal tipping of rubble in the industrial estate area, as well as continuing the campaign against abandoned vehicles left on public roads. The Town Council has presented its programme of events to commemorate the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women on the 25th of November. As usual, there will be all kinds of activities, many of them aimed at the education of school children, and the reading of the institutional manifesto will take place on the same day at Hospitalillo. The commemoration of the 25th of November of the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women fills this month with a variety of initiatives from the Equality and Diversity Department. The role of Romani women, their contribution to society and their evolution takes centre stage in the exhibition on display on Avenida del Mar until the 16th. In addition, there will be talks and discussion sessions on this topic at Las Albariza Civic Centre and in educational centres such as Victoria Kent and Fernández Mayoralas. Encarnación Moreno, from the Marbella office of the Malaga Bar Association, will be responsible for reading the institutional manifesto. This will be followed by the presentation of awards.
Tendremos también la entrega de reconocimientos a instituciones y profesionales que dedican los proyectos y el trabajo que realizan al servicio de la lucha contra la violencia de género. Distinciones que van a recaer en doña Encarnación Moreno Muñoz, la comunidad educativa del Instituto Pablo del Saz y Fundación 11 dentro de la entidad de recursos humanos Inserta Empleo.
On the 21st of November, a new meeting of the local Gender Violence Monitoring Committee will be held, with the participation of the security forces, health centres, representatives of the judiciary and municipal technicians. In addition, this year a documentary has been produced to be distributed on a USB drive, featuring first-hand testimonies from women who have suffered gender-based violence, which will be screened in educational centres. Its title, Resilient Women in the Face of Gender-Based Violence.
Un documento importante porque recoge testimonios de usuarias y de personas mayores que también acuden a nuestra delegación y que, bueno, pues no solo transmiten sus inquietudes, sino que también se interesan por la atención integral a la mujer y qué recursos pueden beneficiarlo, bueno, no solo a la hora de prevenir, sino también de ser ese altavoz en su comunidad.
The Town Council expects to distribute about 1,500 leaflets to raise awareness about the importance of looking after the historic centre. It's a shared community space, but also the city's main tourist hub. The council reminds everyone that its care is a collective responsibility and points out that there are cleanliness regulations, the breach of which may result in fines. The objective is to help make the city cleaner and better, in particular one of Marbella's main tourist areas, the Old Town and the Central District. This is why the City Council has launched an awareness campaign on cleanliness aimed at businesses and residents in this area. The initiative forms part of the Regional Government of Andalucia's Major Cities Tourism Plan.
Nosotros, sinceramente, lo que no queremos es asustar al vecino. Nosotros lo que queremos es que el vecino tome conciencia y que sepa que tiene que cuidar pues lo que es nuestro, lo que es de todo. Yo creo que, como digo, es una labor fundamental y es una labor en común que tiene que hacer tanto el vecino, el hostelero y el propio ayuntamiento a la cabeza, que es el mayor responsable.
Before the campaign is officially launched, the Department of Trade has carried out a door-to-door operation to distribute some 1,500 information leaflets. The aim is to remind people of their obligations, the prohibitions and the possible penalties related to non-compliance with the cleanliness regulations. A refresher that will also appear on public digital displays.
El tirar la basura fuera de hora, el tirar la basura fuera del espacio del contenedor, el sacar muebles y cosas para tirar y antes de llamar al servicio de recogida de muebles y demás.
The information has also been produced in English in order to raise awareness and inform visitors and foreign residents alike. And now it's time to welcome our CIT Marbella guest of the week. Susanne, welcome to the programme.
Thank you for the invite.
Really, it's lovely to meet you, and I'm very interested, enthralled, terrified of your speciality, which is artificial intelligence. So that's pretty cool that you're interested in that you make your living from that, and you're obviously very aware of all the different aspects. So I'm very keen to hear you talk about your perception of AI. You're a big fan, I guess.
Yes, AI is my passion. I actually come from leadership coach background. I was always in leadership positions, and I'm a leadership coach. And since years, AI was my passion, my hobby, and I made my hobby my job. So the ideal case.
How many years are we talking of you following the progress of AI?
4 years at least, like slightly it came into my life.
So yes. Many changes.
Many changes.
Many changes. I mean, just personally, seeing what we can do with it now, and I don't understand it at all. I'm very much on the superficial ChatGPT, just trying to make sense of it. I'm a bit scared of it, to be honest, I think also because I don't understand it perhaps enough.
Yes. I see many people are scared. They are really frightened by AI because they don't understand it. So their first step is, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to touch it because, no, I'm scared. But if you really start playing with it and using it day by day, and I see in my trainings, I give AI trainings, I can see when you really start playing with it, because that's really the key part. You need to start playing with it. Then you become creative with it, and then the magic starts.
I think many people feel that it's going to actually take away one's own creativity because you're leaving it to a machine. I don't mean it as quite like that, but to a, how would you refer to AI? As a, I don't know,
yes.
An aid, a tool?
It is a machine. It is a machine, and we really need to be conscious that we are talking to a machine. But we can develop a creative process with this machine on the conversational mode, like really having conversations with it. So I'm not really engineering my prompts when I'm in the creative process. I talk to my AI. I use several, not only ChatGPT, depends always on the task I want to fulfill. And we have really, like, you can even say philosophical chats together.
Is it not in similar, for example, on the social media, you have these algorithms? I've wondered sometimes that if those algorithms will then give the answers based on what the AI I'm talking to feels that it would be most suited to my personality.
It definitely does, because we also need to be aware that AI, the language models, they predict things. They don't think, they predict. But if you are aware of this, you can really play with it and jump into this game.
What kind of things can we benefit from, Susanne, if we get into AI? For example, if we were to do a course with you, what would the type of doors that it would open for us, or tasks it would take over from us?
So I give like basic AI classes to like small businesses, you know, these one-person businesses, and you can really save a lot of time with automatizations, with content creation, for presentations, for social media, with your emails. This is one part we can do. But on the other side, since I said I come from the leadership side, for example, I'm developing right now an app with AI for leaders, for role plays, to train difficult conversations, to make your communication more empathetic, to have a wellness tracker on board and all that. So it will, at the end, it can reduce burnout risks, it can reduce the turnover risk of your employees, and it can do a lot of things as a co-pilot, always as a co-pilot.
It is that really is like having a team of staff specialised in different areas. Because I know that sometimes when I've got a reply back and I'll say, please can you go and search the internet, check your reply is accurate and updated, and it'll come back, oh, sorry, yes. And so it really is, if you guide it the correct way, and I suppose that in itself is a learning process of how to give those prompts and how to speak to it so that you get the best from it.
Exactly. So one thing, for example, are the prompts. The other thing is the context you give it around. I always give this combination. A prompt is actually the door to a room, which opens the room. But the context you give to your AI is all the decoration in the room, which makes really the room a living room. And if you know these tips and tricks a little bit, you don't need to be scared.
And as a parent that now is facing that children obviously are using AI for schools, for studies, for homework, for having fun, being creative, making apps, are there any controls that parents can put in to guide children, to protect children, as we have in the past with social media?
Yes. In the AI itself, not. I think there needs to be done something. But as a parent, communication. I have 2 daughters myself, and I teach them, for example, ChatGPT, and we have talks about how to use ChatGPT. For example, not for homework. We don't want just a result for our homework, but we can use it in a really creative process. The other day, I created a game for them where they had to work with ChatGPT in a very creative way to ask questions and investigate a little bit and to see a little bit the potential of this tool.
I know that one of my colleagues is very big on his writing stories with his son on the ChatGPT, and they include themselves in them, and that's his way of getting, like, I suppose, like communication, because if you have communication with it, with your child, and then hopefully there will always be that dialogue as they get older and I suppose more intrigued in what else is out there.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I have the same talks to my kids about WhatsApp. They don't have social media yet, but they have, for example, WhatsApp. If they feel something strange, please come to me and we talk about it. So the same goes for AI as well. I think it's really this communication we need to have with our kids together, and trust, obviously.
It's lovely coming from a mother that you, as you say, that this is a great tool, but like everything, you just need to know the rules, the boundaries, and what to expect. If someone would like to do a course with you, I'm thinking to myself, oh, this sounds like quite useful, organise my social media, even set myself, I suppose, even a schedule for the week. No, you can talk to it and say, these are all the things I do, how would it be most productive to spend my time? I haven't done that yet, but thinking out loud, that sounds like that could also be an option.
Exactly. For example, I delegate my Google Calendar with my AI to make it the most efficient, but also to have maybe some slots for deep thinking, and it can really do my entire week.
So if we would like to do a course with you, how do we begin? How do we contact you?
Or on Instagram, which is a little bit semi-profile German-Spanish, or send an email directly to Susanne@champai.
Well, lovely. And while we're here, because I was asking you first, it's Susanne, and it's Susanne,
yes,
because you're German.
Yes.
And it's funny because normally German comes across quite quickly, and yet you have more of an internationality about you. How long have you been in Marbella?
In Spain itself, in province Malaga, 20 years now.
Oh, wow.
So
your
quite
Spanish
a
is
long time.
fabulous.
Yes, my kids actually, I speak German to them, they reply in Spanish.
It's a great way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're covered in all angles. Internationality rules. Susanne, delighted to meet you. Thank you so much. And I will be contacting you. Your course is in person, or do you do it online?
I prefer in person, to be honest. I always prefer in person.
I wasn't expecting that reply.
I know, but we are humans, and that's really the touch. And a course in person is much more efficient and the outcome is much better than online.
Then I need to ask, because I was just taking it that as you were AI, it was going to be all online. So I love that you're giving that human touch.
Always.
Do you have a base, or do you go to people's homes? How does this work, or businesses?
I go to people's home. Obviously, if I cannot avoid it, I do online, but I go to offices, I go to, my clients are lawyers or hairdressers or whatever. I go to their place.
Fabulous. Yes. Well, I'm glad we followed up to ask this final question. Fabulous. Thank you so much, and I look forward to welcoming you to my house. Thank you, Susanne.
Thank you.
Zero Hero, welcome to Exotica. Welcome to Exotica.
In my experience, Línea Directa is superb when it comes to insurance, particularly for expats. I have met the dedicated English-speaking team that answers our phone calls. Real people with real families who take pride in providing the best service. Whether it's for home insurance, car, motorbike, they will ensure you get the policy best suited to you. They've also got new policies, especially for our pets and anti-squatter. Everything is in English, everyone is friendly, and everyone is truly doing their best for us. Call 952 14 78 34 or go to their website, lineadirector.com, for further details. Marbella is infamous for golf, also for charity. And when you combine the two, it's quite a combination. And that's what we're going to do now. We're welcoming Robert from the Puedes Golf Club and Paco from Marvelous Golf, who together are promoting AFISOL, the Mental Health Association. Is that right?
That's correct, yes.
That's correct.
Well, thank you for having us, Nico. It's great to be here once again. Last year we had another meeting and it was good fun. And thank you so much for giving visibility to the AFISOL charity and to our tournament to bring awareness.
Well, I'm a big supporter of AFISOL. In fact, I did 3 United Nationality Summits in a row, 3 years, to mental health awareness, because it is just so important. As I was saying, even I get to the end of the week and the head's fried. We just do too much. It's so easy to just go over the top. And it's lovely that we're doing this combination with golf. The Puedes Golf Club for me is very special. My daddy was a member there. I go on Thursday mornings every 2 weeks for the Business First meetings. And this year again, I will be hosting the gala on the 30th of November, which I'm looking forward to your big event. So tell us a bit about how you two got together to be the sponsor of this event, Paco.
Okay, so I come from Marvelous Golf, which is a travel agency based between Marbella and Mijas, Costa. Okay, so my collaboration with Robert goes way back because we've known each other for like 15 years now.
Yeah.
He used to work at the same company that I work now, Marvelous Golf. Let's say I'm his replacement. Let's say,
No.
Like he passed me the legacy.
Isn't that nice, though?
Yeah.
That you, do you know what I mean? That you connect ties. That's Marbella, so
yes,
cool.
Yes. Yeah. And well, the idea of organizing this really important event came from the CEO of Marvelous Golf, which is Beatriz Soler. With all the contacts that Marvelous Golf has and everything, and with the help of Robert, one day she was like, we should organize something for AFISOL because, Beatriz, I don't know if she was here last year, she has a sister she's a mental patient in AFISOL, and she really wanted to do something to increase the awareness of the charity here in Marbella. And what better idea than to organize a thing with a golf course, you know. So that's why we got in contact with Robert, and he was like, yeah, this is a great idea. We need to do something together. We need to really create a big event every year, at least once. We want to do it more than once a year, but now we're
it's a lot of work organising events.
It's a lot of, because it's a lot of work organising, as you said.
Yeah.
We also, when it comes to Friday, our brains are totally fried too, no? So we need to take things step by step. And so yeah, one day we decided to call Robert, and we were like, hey, we have this great idea, and you have a golf course, and we have the initiative and the contacts. Why don't we get together with AFESOL and do a really good thing for these people and for the families? Because it's not only about the mental patients, but it's also about the families, all the families that we can help with these kind of events. Yeah. And well, of course, he said yes, and we're so happy that he's able to host the tournament in the golf course.
So Sunday the 30th of November, the Paraiso Golf Club and Restaurant will be welcoming a full house.
Yes,
I mean, it's always packed.
We expected to be as successful as last year. We had over 120 people attending, and it was a great event. We raised a lot of money for the charity, and you know, we were very proud to be able to do it again. So we've opened the registrations. Anybody that wants to join the tournament can sign up now. Just go to the website, www.elparaisogolf.com. And it's going to be a team event, a Texas Scramble, teams of 4. And if you don't have a team, you can also sign up individually. And yeah, as I said, I think it's going to be a great event. I'm looking forward to it. And Paco is going to help me as well, promote it.
And us as well.
And thank you,
yeah,
Nicole,
we all have
for
to
giving
get
us,
on board.
So.
I mean, as you were saying so rightly, it's not just the people who suffer from an illness, from an ailment, from mental health. It's the people that look after you day after day that don't get a respite. Mm-hmm. And I think in any way we can create awareness to the ramifications, because it's everybody that's involved. And AFESOL is such an amazing charity.
It is.
They really, really are, and I can't, you know, we want to support them as much as possible. What's the deadline for signing up?
The deadline is going to be, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 days before. But I would encourage everyone to sign up as soon as possible, because it's a first come, first service. So if anybody signs, I mean, it could be full within the next week.
Well, let's hope so.
Yes.
Because obviously then that will be money, you know, you've already got in. And then
exactly.
The event is a lunch, and what can people expect? Can they come just for the lunch, or is it only if you've been part of all the day?
It's in principle, it's only for the golf event, but we might open some availability for guests. It depends on the availability.
Well, I really do hope that you have another full house. Last year I was there and it was really lovely. The food is exceptional. We had fun, which I think is always important. A lovely singer, and there was a lot of entertainment, and everybody was in good spirits.
Yes.
So Paco and Robert, thank you very much. Any last things that we've missed?
Well, I would say that we want to also thank our sponsors. We have many sponsors this year supporting AFESOL. One of them is the catering of Zoom. They're going to have a catering on one of the holes and support the cause and give plenty of food and beverage. And then we have hotels that are sponsoring. Which hotels?
So it's okay. So the tournament, it's basically to raise awareness for AFESOL, for these mental patients. But it's also about fun, like you said. You know, so we, as we started contacting all the sponsors, everybody, of course, is willing to help. And so everybody pitched in, and we have a lot of things to offer. There's going to be like the tournament, then the lunch, and then the prize giving, no?
Yes.
And we have many things. We have like hotels. They will give like free accommodation, spa nights.
Oh, so you're going to do like a raffle or things at the lunch?
Yeah, we will do a raffle. Well. We will do a raffle for that. We have a spa. We have green fees in some golf courses in Costa del Sol, like for instance in El Chaparral Golf,
yes.
Los Naranjos,
Lauro Golf.
To mention the hotels that are really helping us with this. We have a hotels in Fuengirola City, Yaramala, Hotel Angela Hotels, La Cala Resort as well, Holiday Worlds Resort in Benalmádena. So many, a lot of sponsors.
And then we have some nice gastronomical products, like for example, we have Joselito and Chico Jotas, which is some of the best hams
coming up to
in
Christmas,
the world.
what could be better?
Yes. So yeah, we're very excited. We have UECAMS, one of our main sponsors as well, Vitamin Well, So yes, I think.
And if anyone wants to give more prizes, I'm sure they'll be welcome.
That would be fantastic.
Of course, of course. We're still working on that. I mean,
okay, keep it coming.
Yes, of course.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you so much.
I'll see you on the 30th.
Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Great initiative.
Thank you very much, Nicole.
Thank you.
Zero Heroes, welcome to Urban Chive.
Again, it's all about Marbella, golf and charity. And we're welcoming now Chiara Candone, who is not only a golf pro, but you are a golf physio. I mean, you're a physio that specialises in golf. And you're here today in representation of Synergy Group.
Yes.
Because they've got a gala coming up on the 14th of November, just round the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, time flies.
Before we go into talking about the gala, I would like to talk about you as a member of Synergios. I've known you many, many years.
Yeah.
And I've seen how you've increasingly become more active and interactive in the group. So it must be for good reasons. Would you like to just share what you're experiencing with the group that you find so helpful? Because you're a very capable girl. It's not like you need help, but to see that you found a space there, I think for me says a lot.
The energy of Synergia Club is very, very helpful. And I always say that it's not just an entrepreneur club, it's really a family. You really feel supported. You can call anyone, even not just for work. Maybe you just need a coffee and you need to talk, because you know the entrepreneur life sometimes can be very lonely and difficult. And you can find, you are listened there. You can find friends, and everybody is so supportive. So I suggest to join at least the networking that we have monthly to anyone that is running a business, because you feel so welcome.
It really is. I feel that way myself, and I've seen Elena Olcina, who is the founder of a leader, a Spanish leader.
She's unbelievable. The energy and the positivity that she has, I don't know where she finds so much energy.
The genuinity of it. It's because she
absolutely.
really, like you with your golf and your events, she feels it. She wants everyone to be successful.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that's her mission. She really wants us to succeed.
Yeah, it's lovely to see how much of herself she puts into growing the club, which started off initially just for women, and then the guys got jealous. That was an interesting step forward, having to open the group to men as well, because just so many wanted to also get those networking possibilities. People go to the Synergy Group very open to share not just what they do, but to hear what others do too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, is also growing as a person. Yes, every time we have a great host that makes a speech, like just in the last networking we had Pancho Campo, which it was unbelievable to listen. So every time is, let's see what happened, but we are also excited to go.
And it's lovely to see such a mix of nationalities and different businesses, big businesses, important businesses and little businesses. And that's what's so nice. Everybody, once they're in together, they're really quite undistinguishable. No one's like they're presuming, so that's very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you say, it started as a Spanish club, and now is becoming very international. So it's really, really an interesting experience.
Very exciting, and looking forward to watching the next years as it progresses. But first, let's concentrate on November the 14th, which is the gala. Where is it being held, Chiara?
It will be in the Westin Hotel La Quinta.
Nice.
Yes, it's a beautiful place. I mean, golf course, so I'm very happy. It was my suggestion, I have to be honest, and I'm happy that is a reality. And again, Elena has fully booked with a waiting list. So that lady never stops surprising me.
And what's going to be happening on the evening? I believe there's going to be awards giving out.
For us, it's really, really probably the happiest day of the year because we celebrate our success and we share, I mean, all we went through the year. So we are all so happy to be there that day because even if there's winners, but
you're all winners.
We are all winners, and it will be a lot of fun and charity, lots of charity. We always try to help as much as we can. There will be a raffle because this year also we want to involve the people that are invited so that they're not part of Sinergia yet. So they can also offer discounts or services or what they sell to be known. So we also offer this amazing day. It can be as a platform. So even then, they start to create synergy that day. So I can't wait.
Well, I'm looking forward to it too. Congratulations. The club really is fabulous and I can recommend it. I don't belong to many clubs, but I'm very happy to be alongside Elena, supporting her and her team.
Absolutely.
She built up a beautiful equipo. So
Sí.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
One of the most emblematic hotels in our city is obviously Hard Rock Hotel. It's where it's happening, and I'm delighted to welcome the director, Elena, to the programme because she's going to tell us exactly what things are going on, because guess what? Not just tourists are welcome, us residents are welcome too. Elena, welcome to English Edition.
Thank you so much for having me tonight.
It's just lovely to have you here, and really delighted that you're the director of the Hard Rock Hotel. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm happy to be there and I'm enjoying a lot. We are having so much fun there.
I can see you've had some great events and parties going on.
Yes.
Pinktober, Halloween was like a blowaway event. That was absolutely sensational.
Yes, Halloween was an exit, was really a success. Lots of neighbors around from Nueva Andalucía, San Pedro. They came to join us for a really fun night.
Wonderful. So what things are going on now through November, coming up to Christmas, the end of the year?
Yes, we will be starting the Christmas seasons with the Thanksgiving night.
Oh, wonderful.
So we will try.
With turkey and everything?
With turkey and everything. So not only the American community here, but also the British or locals are really welcome to join us for Thanksgiving. And then, of course, we'll be followed by Black Friday. So we will turn the lights on Black Friday.
Oh, wow.
On Friday the 28th, we are preparing a really nice setup for Christmas to have a photo call for everyone to make photos for wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. And then we will have a concert sponsored by Hard Rock together with Europa FM of Efecto Pasillo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the entrance is for free. They just have to go through our website from hopefully next Monday, and then they will get the entrance and can join to us for pre-drinks, and then after concert. The concert is for free in our big ballroom. So we are more than happy to everyone start the Christmas season with us on November 28th.
I hope everyone's taking note.
Taking
I've got
notes.
mental note here. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to do that.
I will share you our agenda. So
I mean, Thanksgiving,
share.
what a great way to start Christmas off.
Yes.
And we Brits love a roast, so I'm really excited about that.
Yes, and we will have many companies. Still, we have availability for join the companies together, the staff, and celebrate the Christmas. So we have lots of them on the first 2 weeks of December, and then on Friday 19th we will have Tardeo. which is now so popular amongst the Spaniards, but also the Britons like to have drink right after the food.
Yeah.
So right after lunch, and it's going to become with the ugly sweater day.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so you can have your ugly sweater with lights on sometimes, and
basically
then,
think of Bridget Jones's Diary. You mean like those over-the-top Christmas hand-knitted things?
Yeah, hand-knitting, or I mean, you can go,
ugly sweaters. We call them ugly sweaters, but they're not. They're just traditional wacky sweaters.
Yeah, traditional grandma's made sweater.
Exactly.
And then, so have fun across the night. We will have music and drinks all afternoon and night long. And then we are in Christmas. So we'll have Tarde Buena, which is like in the afternoon, the evening before.
So Christmas Eve afternoon.
Yes, Christmas Eve afternoon. And then dinner for Christmas Eve. I know that it's not so popular amongst British, but then for next day we have the Christmas brunch, Santa's brunch.
Oh, nice.
Yes. From 1 to 4 p.m. with music, live music, nice lunch, and then to spend the afternoon there with music and the family. So always you can do the reservation through our website. And then the next day, because of so many British living here, we are doing the Boxing Day.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, with rugby, with football, soccer on our screens. So, and then this is this year, the Christmas Day is on Thursday. So then a long weekend coming over to spend at the Hard Rock Hotel with the spa facilities. It's true the weather is so nice, but the pool is still open, but we have a spa as well. Really nice for having treatments and massage. So then New Year's Eve is coming over. So then Christmas Eve we will be, of course, on the 31st. We have a gala dinner, but this year is going to be a buffet style. We consider it will be more dynamic for everyone. Maybe
more social.
Yeah, more social.
People get to interact more.
Yes, and then if a couple is coming on their own, they can join another couples for a large table or not. But some of the people they already have booked, they request to have a common table.
That's fabulous.
So we are dividing the tables between languages. So English, so French. So let them make together.
Oh,
make
that is just a lovely idea.
Yes.
Because there are many people who don't really have, they don't have that fun and excitement if they're just sitting on their own.
Yes.
Nice, but not as exciting.
Yeah, so we already got many bookings, so really surprised. And then it will, after the dinner, we will continue, of course, with Lucky Grapes. And then right after with music and drinks until 3 a.m. And then New Year's will start as well with a brunch the day after.
You're going to be exhausted.
Yeah, exhausted.
I'm just listening to it. It's like, and all this you're overseeing.
Yes, I will be overseeing, of course, enjoying. I really enjoy to be there, and then the staff too. And then we will follow, and we have the three wise men, or tres Reyes Magos, on the 5th of the 5th of January, and then the parade will start in Puerto Banús, but will end at the hotel.
Wow!
So the three wise men will stop at Hard Rock Hotel Marbella, and will deliver some sweets and some presents to the kids that will be there.
I will find out what time. Make sure my grandbabies are there.
I don't have the schedule already. I don't have the timing, but I'm sure that pretty close we will know what time is it coming.
It sounds fabulous.
Yes.
I'm really happy for you that you're obviously enjoying putting all these events together with your team. And obviously, if you haven't decided where you want to go for Christmas and you want to come to Spain,
it's a lovely idea.
I mean, Hard Rock Hotel has to be it. That sounds amazing.
Yes.
Elena, and I know for our residents too, we're going to have a lot of fun joining in. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Oh, it's really an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas. Oh my God, it's already...
Happy New Year. And to our viewers, thank you so much for joining us. That's it for this week. You can watch recordings of the programme from the rtvmarbella.tv website, and you can go to my website, nicoleking.es, for links to the programme, our Zero Hero, rewarding the designated driver initiative, and to all other things that are going on in our city. Take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.